Go back to it. Oh, so that's where this was. There's Dr. Shola. That was the video I was looking for, I think, in video one. Kemi Bednock is not a Nigerian, what Obama is to Kenya. She's no cause for celebration. Representation is good, but not substitute for substance on Nigeria. Okay, there's this here about her bid for PM. Oh, so I'm assuming, I know why I bring this up. It was when the photographer was calling for that security guard to move away in front of the escalator when Harry and Meghan was coming up at the UN. And then one of the questions, the paparazzi was asking, how does Harry feel that a black person is bidding for Prime Minister of the UK or something?
Come on. You really had to do that?
For a person of color to be the next Prime Minister of Britain?
You really had to do that?
For a person of color to be the next Prime Minister of Britain?
So this was the video that I was looking for, and I got the wrong one because I push it all the way down because it's a little bit political. But let's listen to it anyway. And this is why I love Dr. Shola.
Let's get your immediate sentiments about Kemi Bednock.
We must, in politics and in every sphere of our society, have the right representation, because for the longest time, the norm has been just having white people. So to see that the lineup of ethnic minorities, whether it was Kemi Bednock, Rishi Sunak, Sadi Javid, Nadine Zahawi, to put themselves forward, representation, that is good. But the next crucial step has to be substance. And so when it comes to substance, the question has to be, why should I vote for you? Because I'm not going to vote in support.
That is spot on. She is spot on. When you look at Patel, for instance, I'm in the US. I don't know every little thing that's going on, but at least the thing that is being perceived outside of the UK to my periphery, Patel is very savage. But when you look at the law that they're putting, bringing, refugees outside, taking back to, Is it Kenya or I forgot what, shipping them out. Okay, she's part of the group who's making that law. Couple people are saying if that law was in existence, her family came into the UK, she'll be in that same boat. It's like the carpet was rolled down for her, and then as she passed, I'm talking about Patel, she's rolling it back after herself. The same way, coat hanger, okay, born, done, the carpet was laid bare for her, and then she's rolling it back as she passed on, then leave it for Meghan, the way Harry had left it for her to come in and respected her and protect her, to the public and all of that. But she rolled it back, this kind of thing. So that's Patel there. Now, Dr. Shola is saying, just because somebody's black, that doesn't mean I'm going to vote for it. It's good that you get that position, but what is your substance? What are you standing for? What are your values? Do your values align with me for me to vote for you? Okay, this kind of thing. So I understand her, and I've spoken about this type of things in many other ways. All right, so let's continue.
We support you simply because we share the same race, gender, sex, ethnicity. My vote is way too precious for that, because my vote is the most powerful form of democratic representation that I have.
I hope Americans are listening to her as well, because she's spot on. This is your voice. Okay?
See what Kemi stands for. That for me is everything I've been fighting against, everything I've been campaigning against. So whether it's on the issue that she has made the cornerstone of her political career and her campaign for prime minister, her cornerstone is based on culture war, is based on being anti-woke, is based on denying systemic racism exists in the United Kingdom, in undermining LGBT plus rights. This goes against what I believe. So I'm like, how can I possibly support?
She's spot on. She's spot on. This what happened when you pay attention. Not because somebody's colored is gonna make you should vote for them. Okay? Look at their behavior, their pattern, their history of doing certain decision when they have the platform. Okay? That will impact you. So Dr. Shola is saying here, look, she's completely opposite of me. Just because she's black, that doesn't mean I'm going to vote for you. And this is the same thing that happened, I believe, when Obama was running for president the first time. And this is how we got Palin into the sphere. They thought Obama was going to pick Hillary Clinton as vice president. But President Obama went with Biden, and then we got this nonsense. And but anyway, I think she's running for something in Alaska or something. But let's listen.
Somebody who is bringing up issues that I know I stand against. Because if this was a different politician, it was a white politician, I did the same with Boris Johnson, I would speak out against them. People.
So that's her. So she's okay. She's running for the prime minister. When you look at Patel and some other, I think they look more toward Indian descent. I'm not 100% sure. Other MPs in the UK, they look more Indian descent. But some of the things that they voting for, you be like, what? But I understand Dr. Shola. And this is, what is it? There was a video I came across and I was sharing with you, one of those presenters who was bashing Meghan. I think it's one of something woman who was bashing Meghan for standing up for herself. I forgot what it was about. And then later on in the comment section, I've heard people said, oh, now they turn on her and she's crying foul. The same thing they did on Meghan, and that she was punishing or talking against Meghan for Meghan standing for herself. And now they turn on her, and then she can handle it. All right. So Dr. Shola is right.
People are excited because, okay, it's an ethnic minority. Okay, it's a woman. Again, that's representation. But you need to be looking at substance, people. You need to be taking a look at, what they stand for, their competencies and policies. And if that does not match up with what you believe, how can you possibly support it? Kemi Badenoch right now, racist and white supremacists have found a kindred spirit in her because she denies systemic racism exists. Because
they're just using her. I don't know. I don't follow her. Okay, I've shared with you Dawn Butler. I call her the fearless girl. I compare her with that monument at Wall Street. Fearless, I was aware of some of them. There's another one who came, I don't know her name that well. So someone like Dawn Butler, who stood up at the midst of where chaos and stood there and spoke her truth and said Boris Johnson is lying, and then they forced her to apologize. She said, no, I'm not gonna apologize. My truth is that he is lying. What happened at the end? Okay, so they're using her right now. Oh, they'll put her in a pedestal. Those Tories is almost like the Republican in the US. Okay, they will elevate you because they know the fundamental of things. They want the law. They want the privilege. If you're willing, they'll put you on the pedestal to give them what they want. Okay, once they don't need you, they'll crush you in a second. So right now, she might think she's on top of the world. Wait until they turn on her. I don't know her. I don't know her policy. So I'm going with what Dr. Shola is saying, because she's Piers Morgan kryptonite. I know she tells the truth.
She says things like white privilege should not be taught as a contested fact. Because each time she speaks about Nigeria, if you listen to her when she speaks about Nigeria, she talks about Nigeria in very disparaging tones. Yeah. None of the other contenders speak disparagingly of India, Pakistan, or Iraq. So why does she always do this? This is what you should be thinking about.
Wow. Very interesting. Yeah, like all the other MPs. They never... Okay, what I'm getting, I don't know. But from Dr. Shola's perspective, the others never put down their foundation, their motherland, or their parents, their ancestors' land. But this person have. Wow. Okay, let's see here. Minister for Equalities, my foot. What Kemi Badenoch does well is racial gatekeeping. It's not difference of opinion. When you use your power and influence to legitimize oppression and marginalization of others, full clip. All right. So there's another 21 minutes here. Okay.
So whether she gets to the next best position in the cabinet or she becomes prime minister, I think what you will find is that Kemi Badenoch is strategically using her Black identity, using herself as a voice for the culture war, a voice for the far right to drive her ambition. Ambition is not a bad thing. I mean, Nigerians, we are very ambitious, right? Yep. And when you talked about, your ambition should not come at the cost of throwing people under the bus. And some people watching this.
She said so fluently, and it's very powerful. This is why I love her. I'm so happy the squad have introduced me to her to social media.
Not come at the cost of throwing people under the bus. And some people watching this right now will go, oh, you just don't like her because she has a difference of opinion. No, this is not about a difference of opinion. I think James Baldwin, the American author, put it best. He said, we can disagree and still love each other, except where your disagreement denies my humanity. And basically it's promoting my oppression. That is no longer a difference of opinion. What Kemi Badenoch does is racial gatekeeping. What she's doing is racial gatekeeping. And that I would not stand for. The same energy I used to fight and campaign against racists is what I'm going to use to campaign against what she stands for.
All right, Dr. Shola, I'm reaching desperately for some positives here. I mean, of course, we were having a conversation in studio.
I'm reaching for some positive, but that's her truth. That's her truth. She cannot deny her truth.
Before you came on, let's get a fair assessment from you on her role as former Equalities Minister. For people on the outside, is there anything you could say she did right or well in that capacity?
Are you kidding me? Listen, Kemi was a former Minister of Equalities. Do you know what I call her? I call her the Minister of No Equalities. In her role, she, as I said, she denies systemic racism exists. She undermined LGBT plus rights. And she's meant to be the Minister of Equality. She did not do anything positive as Minister for Equalities. That's the point.
That's somebody who's paying attention. Just because she's black, that doesn't mean she's gonna support her.
There's a wide range of issues that pertains to her. She supports the Rwanda policy to take people who are vulnerable and to drive them off to Rwanda, to treat them so inhumanely.
Wow. She is so powerful. She is so powerful. That's one voice in the UK for sure. Piers Morgan Kryptonite. On fire as always. So also on point as always. Thanks for being that voice for the voiceless. Yep. She even spoke.
So whether she gets to the next...
What is it? LGBT. You are a keen observer and analyst, and the ability to spot the crucial detail of what the majority tend to miss. Thank you for your perceptiveness. I 100% agree with you. Okay, looking at Femi Badenoch voting record, can't believe she was Equalities Minister. She will be welcome in the far right of any party. They want to use her. Once they're done with her, they use all her strength, they'll throw her under the bus. Okay, I cannot read that. Well said, as ever. Thank you for your time and energy on this. Thank you for calling this out so eloquently and firmly. I'm thinking of Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan never give her that chance, but she knows how to deal with those idiots. Okay, a harsh but fair assessment of Kemi Badenoch. Okay, this look awful like an obsession, Shola, rent-free, etc. Whatever. Unsurprising, though ironic that Britain first had endorsed her. I marked her card some time ago, and this is the only affirmation of that. A danger to all black people. She will set us back years. The discontent will be such. I feel large-scale public disorder will ensure. Look at that Pt2, the small little glimpse I was aware of. My goodness. All right. There's more comment, but let's see here. What else do I have here? Okay, I need to stop because I'm almost 2 hours here.